Any fish armed with a weapon like this has to rank very highly on the list of the deadliest river monsters ever.
Forget razor-sharp teeth and prehistoric terror. Explore the depths of the Mariana Trench, home to some of the most terrifying creatures known to man. From bizarre bioluminescent beings to monstrous deep-sea dwellers, these 20 creatures rival the legendary Megalodon in sheer terror. Delve into the abyss and discover nature's most frightening creations.
Look at the size of the head on this magnificent creature! I mean, actually, its head's probably as big as mine is!
Deep Sea Dragonfish. The formidable deep sea dragonfish lurks as a fearsome hunter in the depths of the world's oceans. Scientifically known as Grammatostomias flagellibarba, it boasts disproportionately large teeth for its small stature, measuring a mere 6 inches. Among various dragonfish species, their resemblance is striking. Harnessing bioluminescence, it can emit light through specialized organs called photophores, likely to lure prey and attract mates in the darkness below. Sporting a sizable head with formidable fangs and a chin barbel tipped with a glowing photophore, the dragonfish employs its luminous lure to ensnare unsuspecting victims before devouring them with its powerful jaws. Evolving unique adaptations, such as a black stomach lining to conceal consumed prey's lights, ensure survival in the deep-sea ecosystem. Although their mating habits remain largely mysterious, it's believed they spawn externally, with females releasing eggs for males to fertilize, and the resulting larvae fend for themselves until maturity. Inhabiting depths of up to 5,000 feet, the deep-sea dragonfish primarily resides in the North and Western Atlantic Ocean and the Gulf of Mexico. Bloop Sea Monster. In certain academic circles, the bloop remains an enigmatic phenomenon, never directly observed but detected multiple times in 1997 by a hydrophone array deployed by the United States National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. This noise, reminiscent of an iceberg's formation, sparked intrigue. While some scientists compare it to known marine creatures' vocalizations, others, including cryptozoologists, speculate it could originate from an undiscovered colossal marine animal. The sheer volume of the bloop, surpassing any known creature, suggests alternative hypotheses, such as a smaller but highly efficient sound generator like the pistol shrimp. Initially considered ice calving in Antarctica, the bloop's mysterious origin led to the belief it might emanate from an animal. With a length estimated at 76.2 meters, the bloop's potential source, whether a natural phenomenon or an unidentified sea creature, continues to fascinate researchers. Tripod fish. Exploration of the deep sea conjures excitement, especially when encountering enigmatic species like the tripod fish, Bathyptera grallator. Dwelling in some of the ocean's deepest realms, they are distributed across the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans, with sightings near Western Australia and Flinders Island, off Tasmania's coast. Thriving at depths of up to 6,000 meters, they share their habitat with other deep-sea denizens like the black swallower and giant squid. Measuring up to 30 centimeters long, tripod fish often perch quietly on the ocean floor, or tower over their spiderfish relatives. Their elongated, bony fins, which can extend up to a meter, stiffen with fluid when they stand, aiding in their predatory strategy. Positioned a meter above the seabed, they intercept prey carried by currents, relying on their keen fins to detect vibrations. Despite their nearly sightless existence in the abyss, erect pectoral fins serve as antennae, guiding potential meals toward their waiting mouths. Stonefish. Stonefish are renowned for their exceptional camouflage, seamlessly blending into reef or rock environments, coupled with their diabolically venomous nature. Typically reaching lengths of 27 to 40 centimeters, they come in 2 species in Australian waters: reef stonefish and estuary stonefish. The reef variant holds the title of world's most venomous fish, capable of fatal stings within an hour. Occupying tropical coastal waters in northern Australia, stonefish excel as sit-and-wait predators, remaining motionless until unsuspecting prey ventures too close. With lightning-fast reflexes, they seize prey with powerful jaws, often swallowing it whole. Their venom, housed in dorsal spines, serves as a defense against predators and inflicts excruciating pain upon human encounters, potentially leading to respiratory distress, cardiac arrest, convulsions, and paralysis. While fatalities have occurred elsewhere, prompt first aid and available antivenom have prevented deaths in Australia since European settlement. Caution is urged when walking on reefs, advocating for sturdy footwear and immediate medical attention upon sting. Anglerfish. In the dark depths of the Atlantic and Antarctic Oceans resides the deep sea anglerfish, boasting over 200 species, each adapted to its murky surroundings. With its grotesque appearance and cavernous mouth filled with sharp, translucent teeth, it's considered one of the planet's ugliest creatures. Typically dark gray to brown, some can grow as long as 3.3 feet, while others remain smaller, under a foot in length. What distinguishes the female anglerfish is a dorsal spine, resembling a fishing pole, topped with a luminous lure to attract prey. Their flexible bodies allow them to devour prey twice their size. In contrast, males, significantly smaller, forego such adaptations and instead adopt a parasitic lifestyle. Upon encountering a female, the male latches onto her, eventually fusing with her skin and bloodstream, losing his internal organs except for the testes. This unique mating strategy ensures the female carries multiple males on her body. Vampire squid. In the temperate and tropical zones of the ocean, one can encounter the vampire squid. Unlike many other squid species, the vampire squid does not employ ink for defense. Instead, it utilizes a unique tactic. The tips of its tentacles emit a luminous, sticky mucus cloud, glowing for up to 10 minutes. This provides ample time for the squid to evade predators. With a maximum length of 28 centimeters, females typically outsize males in mantle lengths, ranging from 7.9 to 12.1 centimeter. Resembling a football in shape, size, and color, vampire squid earned their name from their dark blood-red hue and eye color, occasionally appearing blue in certain lighting conditions. Despite their menacing appearance, they adopt a peaceful existence in the deep, oxygen-deprived depths of the ocean. Contrary to misconceptions, they don't prey on blood, but instead await food to come to them, showcasing a distinct behavior from other cephalopods. Frilled Shark. In the vast expanse of the open ocean dwells the frilled shark, a peculiar creature resembling a relic from prehistoric times. With a lengthy cylindrical body stretching nearly 7 feet and fins set far back, it navigates the deep, dark waters below the sea's surface. Its distinctive gill slits lend it the name frilled shark. This species thrives in continental slope waters, seeking refuge in caves and crevices while exhibiting an eel-like form with a sizable mouth. Characterized by 6 pairs of gill slits, 3-pronged teeth, and a brown hue, it possesses jaws capable of an extraordinary gape. During mating, males utilize claspers to transfer sperm to females, resulting in litters of 2 to 15 pups, born after a gestation period of over a year. With males reaching maturity at 92 to 163 centimeters TL and females at 130 to 135 centimeters TL, they grow to around 196 centimeters TL. Found at depths from 120 meters to 1,500 meters in the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, these elusive creatures prefer offshore shelves and upper continental slopes. Deep sea hatchetfish. Descending into the depths of the ocean unveils the resilience of the deep sea hatchetfish, an intriguing creature defying the harsh conditions of its environment. Renowned for both its appearance and its ability to counter-illuminate, this resilient fish earns its name from its hatchet-shaped body. Sporting a perpetually surprised expression with a downturned mouth and large, protruding eyes, the hatchetfish seems astounded by its survival in the deep sea's challenges. Despite its diminutive size, ranging from 1.1 to 4.7 inches, it braves the immense pressure of its habitat with ease. Counter-illumination serves as its defense mechanism against predators, with the ability to adjust the intensity and color of its bioluminescent glow. This adaptation aids in camouflage and scattering light to conceal the hatchetfish in the darkness. Despite its vulnerability and short lifespan of less than a year, populations of the deep-sea hatchetfish thrive across temperate and tropical seas worldwide in the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans. Atlantic wolfish. Atlantic formidable predators. Wolfish are equipped with large heads, powerful jaws, and canine teeth tailored for devouring hard-bodied or spiny invertebrates like sea urchins, crabs, and marine snails. Growing up to 5 feet long, they sport a tapered body with a rounded head and a slender tail, adorned with multiple rows of protruding teeth. Their bluish-gray hue contrasts with a lighter underside and is marked by dark vertical patches along their length. These solitary creatures come together in pairs during the breeding season, engaging in internal fertilization. Both sexes guard the relatively large eggs until hatching, showcasing rare parental care. Found exclusively in the cold waters of the North Atlantic Ocean, they possess blood compounds preventing freezing. Despite their culinary value, their slow maturity and declining numbers have raised conservation concerns, especially considering their role as keystone species in regulating invertebrate populations. Conservation efforts are crucial to sustain these vital predators of rocky reefs. The fang-toothed fish. When someone mentions being long in the tooth, it typically signifies aging, but for the fang-toothed fish, it's a trait from birth. Despite its small size, this creature boasts the ocean's highest teeth-to-body ratio. While we'll spare the details of its mucus-filled facial cavities for polite conversation, it's worth noting that fish like us have sensitivities. Adult fangtooths inhabit the twilight zone, while juveniles linger near the surface, feeding on zooplankton until their iconic fangs develop. Despite its menacing appearance, the fangtooth relies on its lateral line, a sensory organ detecting movement and temperature changes. Its ultra-black skin absorbs 99.5% of light, aiding in camouflage. An opportunist in feeding, the fangtooth uses chemical receptors to detect prey. When prey approaches, its formidable fangs act as a trap, enabling it to catch larger fish. Fortunately, specialized sockets prevent self-injury. Presently, 2 species exist, the common fangtooth, reaching 16 centimeters, and the shorthorn fangtooth, half its size, inhabiting tropical waters. Headless chicken monster. Encounter the actual chicken of the sea, a peculiar pinkish-red organism resembling a plump-breasted beheaded chicken, dubbed the headless chicken monster. Despite its name, it's neither fowl nor beast. This swimmer is the sea cucumber Enypniastes eximia. Recently, scientists filmed this odd, hen-like creature in the Southern Ocean near eastern Antarctica, where it's never been spotted before. Video footage depicts the vibrant sea cucumber floating, with fins resembling the stubby wings and legs of plucked pink poultry. Previously found only in the Gulf of Mexico, the headless chicken monster was recently sighted by researchers from the Australian Antarctic Division, using advanced camera technology at a depth of about 9,800 feet below sea level. Meanwhile, during a survey of Commonwealth marine reserves from northern Tasmania to central Queensland last year, CSIRO investigators stumbled upon a peculiar, faceless fish caught some 140 years ago in the 1870s. Helicoprion. A prehistoric shark-like fish, Helicoprion, gained fame for its circular saw-like teeth, thriving globally in early Permian oceans. Biologists possess scant knowledge due to few fossils. Discovered in Russia in the 1880s by Andrzej P. Karpinski, Helicoprion likely reached 10 to 15 feet in length, inferred from comparisons with similar species. Its physical traits remain elusive. Only teeth fossils exist, forming a unique tooth whorl akin to a circular saw. Though initially uncertain, subsequent discoveries like Ornithoprion's skull reveal the tooth whorl likely resided in the lower jaw's front. Each serrated tooth indicates a carnivorous diet, potentially feasting on squids. However, without a complete skeleton, its hunting methods remain speculative. Positioning the tooth whorl suggests Helicoprion faced swimming challenges, potentially alerting the prey. Limited data hinder a comprehensive understanding of this enigmatic creature's ecology and behavior. Giant squid. The colossal giant squid can reach lengths of at least 33 feet when fully grown, but sightings of these enigmatic creatures are exceedingly rare for humans. Most of our knowledge about them is gleaned from specimens washed ashore. The largest recorded giant squid stretched an impressive 59 feet and weighed nearly a ton. With eyes the size of beach balls, these creatures possess the largest eyes in the animal kingdom, aiding their vision in the dark depths where they dwell. Sporting 8 arms and 2 elongated tentacles, they use these appendages to capture prey, which likely includes fish, shrimp, and other squid, with some speculation about attacks on small whales. Despite their massive size, they maneuver surprisingly with seemingly small fins and use their funnel for propulsion. Found across all oceans, but typically near continental slopes and islands in various parts of the world. Leopluradon. Leopluradon, derived from the Greek meaning smooth-sided teeth, is a large, carnivorous marine reptile belonging to the Pliosauroidea, a clade of short-necked plesiosaurs. 2 species, L. ferox and L. pachyderus, lived during the Colovian stage of the Middle Jurassic period, while L. rossicus lived during the Late Jurassic, dominating the seas of Europe as apex predators. Named after its large, 70mm teeth, Leopluradon fossils were discovered in France and initially classified by He Sauvage in 1993. Its powerful swimming abilities were evident from its 4 paddle-like limbs, typical of all plesiosaurs. Despite its formidable size, recent studies cast doubt on earlier length estimates, suggesting Leopluradon was around 24 meters in length, weighing about 2.5 metric tons. Mosasaurus. Question the accuracy of movie portrayals. Mosasaurs, massive marine reptiles from the late Cretaceous, coexisted with dinosaurs but weren't dinosaurs themselves. Mosasaurus, a carnivore, inhabited Europe and North America during the Cretaceous period, with fossils found in various locations like France, South Dakota, and Nebraska. Traditionally, the largest species, M. hoffmanni, was thought to reach 17.1 meters, yet recent estimates suggest around 13 meters. Its robust skull housed powerful jaws with numerous cutting teeth, while paddle-shaped limbs aided underwater navigation. Mosasaurus likely had excellent vision to compensate for a weak sense of smell and exhibited a high metabolic rate, indicating potential endothermy. Taxonomic confusion once led to over 50 species attributions, but a 2017 redescription clarified at least 5 species within the genus, with further reassessments planned. These formidable creatures existed from the Upper Cretaceous to 61.7 million years ago, inhabited aquatic environments, were carnivorous, and have been represented by 31 discovered specimens. Leviathan. This species was first called Leviathan melvilli in 2010, but it turned out that Leviathan was already used for a different animal, like an extinct elephant called a mastodon. The rules say we can't have the same name for different animals. So they changed the name to Leviathan, which is the original Hebrew spelling. It's about 12 to 13 million years old, from a time called the Miocene epoch. Where it lived? We only found one Leviathan in Peru, showing it lived in the southeastern Pacific Ocean. Based on its skull, which was about 3 meters long, scientists think Leviathan was around 13 to 16 meters long. Leviathan's skull and lower jaws were huge. Unlike today's sperm whales, Leviathan had big upper teeth and a short, wide snout. Its teeth were large, sharp, and bigger than those of the largest T-Rex. Its skull had a big dent on top, suggesting it could echolocate like modern sperm whales. The Goblin Shark. The Goblin Shark is a cool creature found in the deep ocean, living as deep as 4,265 feet. It usually stays in the dark and comes up near the surface at night. What's fascinating is its strange look and how it can open its jaws wide when it eats. It has a long nose called a rostrum, with special parts to sense electric signals from other fish. Its teeth are long and messy, and they stick out even when its mouth is closed. We don't know much about these sharks because they're hardly seen alive and are rarely caught on camera. They're thought to eat fish, squids, and small crustaceans, catching them with their long jaws. Goblin sharks have babies inside them and give birth to a few big babies. They don't have a placenta to connect to their babies. Instead, they give them unfertilized eggs to eat while they grow inside. Even though they're sometimes caught accidentally, they're not fished on purpose, and scientists say they're not in danger of disappearing. Dunkleosteus. Recent research suggests that Cleveland's ancient sea creature, Dunkleosteus terrelli, may have been shorter and stockier than previously thought. This armor-plated fish, believed to have lived about 360 million years ago during the Devonian period, was once considered a massive predator, possibly reaching up to 30 feet in length. However, a Case Western Reserve University scientist proposes that earlier estimates of its size and shape may have been exaggerated. Russell Engelman, a PhD student in biology and the lead author of the study, explains that Dunkleosteus may have been much chunkier than previously imagined, with features resembling those of a tuna fish. Despite its peculiar appearance, the old size assumptions may have obscured other unique characteristics of this ancient fish. Dunkleosteus fossils were initially discovered in 1867 by J. Terrell, an amateur paleontologist, along the shores of Lake Erie near Sheffield Lake, Ohio, just west of Cleveland, United States. The Sarcastic Fringehead. Fearless and fiercely territorial, sarcastic fringeheads, typically under 10 inches long, exhibit aggressive behavior towards intruders near their burrows. Their common name derives from their temperament and the fringe-like appendages over their eyes. These fish, which can grow up to 12 inches long but are usually between 3 to 8 inches, inhabit open coastlines at depths of 10 to 240 feet, residing in various shelters like clamshells, burrows, or cracks in rocks. They even adopt human trash like cans and bottles as homes to defend vigorously. With elongated bodies and large heads, sarcastic fringeheads boast needle-like teeth and cirri over their eyes. Their coloration ranges from brown to gray, with hints of red and green, often accompanied by pale spots on the cheeks. Males may exhibit almost black coloring with a yellow rear jaw and metallic blue eye-like spots on their dorsal fins. Lion's mane jellyfish. In the vast open ocean, the lion's mane jellyfish stands out with its impressive presence. Its tentacles, stretching up to 120 feet long, rival even the blue whale in size, making it hard to miss. Found mostly in the Arctic and North Pacific Ocean, from Alaska to Washington, these jellyfish prefer cooler waters. Its name comes from the mane-like cluster of long tentacles hanging from its bell-shaped body. These tentacles, divided into 8 clusters with up to 150 tentacles each, contain stinging cells that paralyze prey. Additionally, the jellyfish can glow in the dark thanks to its bioluminescence. Feeding on small fish, crustaceans, and even other jellyfish, lion's mane jellyfish use their powerful tentacles to catch prey. Interestingly, research suggests that human activities like overfishing, climate change, and pollution create conditions favoring jellyfish proliferation. This lack of predators and increased prey contributes to the jellyfish's thriving population, posing minimal threats to them or other jellyfish species. So, are these creatures truly scarier than the mighty Megalodon? Who knows what other wonders or terrors lurk in its crushing depths? One thing's for sure. The ocean's deepest land will continue to challenge and captivate us for years to come. So, the next time you think the ocean's depths are empty, remember, the unknown is often the most frightening monster of all.